everyone. My name is Muiwa Adedayo, and today's topic is a new reading technique for English fluency, flow state method. I repeat, a new reading technique for English fluency, flow state method. Years ago, I downloaded a video and I discovered that the video was by a world's leading peak performance expert. His name is Steve Kotler. Okay, in that video, he actually talked about flow, and I was able to gather one or two information from watching that video. And in the video, he actually talked about he defined flow as a state of total absorption in a particular activity. It could be in sports, in music, okay, whatever it is that an individual okay, engages in, that the sense of time, the sense of self, okay, and others are completely lost. And in that video, he stressed the fact that when an individual gets into flow, that there is a part of the brain, okay, this part of the brain, okay, the frontal lobe, it is okay, that it becomes so heightened, and in neuroscience, it is called hyperfrontality. And that whenever an individual gets into this flow, that magic really happens. That state gives that individual access, okay, to supernatural ideas, to peak performance, etc. And since then, I've been giving attention to anything that has to do with flow. And the question becomes, what is the connection between okay the concept of flow and English fluency? Fine. One of the ways to really master English language speaking, one of the ways to improve your competence, okay, in English language has to do with the fact that you need to start reading books, okay, books published by English, especially by British authors and authoresses. And before you start reading these books, what I'm going to really advise you is that you need to take care of your mind. Okay, there's something called a reading mood and state. Remove everything that might be that has the capacity of distracting you at that moment. Make sure that you free your mind from every worry, every negative thought. Then after that, make sure that you practice what I call the fact formula. Okay, the fact actually stands for F, focus. O, sorry, A is attention, C is concentration, and T is for thinking. So whenever you are in your study space and you want to read, make sure that you integrate that fact. So as soon as you are completely absorbed in your book, flow state, okay, kicks in, and whatever English language textbook that you read that time, okay, the ideas stick in your brain. That is how to really explore okay the flow state or the flow concept, okay, in our journeys towards English mastery. Okay, that is one. Then secondly, do you know that if you integrate this flow method, this flow technique, it will give you access, okay, to understanding new words, new English words, okay, new English phrases, new English sentences, okay, new English vocabulary. And as you have access, okay, to all these units of information in English language, there's a way that your learning curve, okay, in the language will rapidly increase, or it will tremendously or immensely improve. Then another idea that is worth sharing in this video that will make you master English language and will make you become fluent quickly in English language has to do with whenever you are in your study space or your learning space, please remove anything that has to do with DAD. DAD. Okay, DAD is an acronym and it stands for destructive agents, okay, and devices. Make sure that your phone is out of sight. Okay, make sure that your friends are aware that yes, this moment you want to actually spend this 1 hour 30 minutes in study, in total absorption in the English language textbook that you want to really study. So make sure that you handle that. If you're able to do this, then flow, you have access, okay, to flow reading, and everything, every English language textbook that you read that time, that moment, those ideas, those new phrases, those the grammar and others will stick in your brain. The reason is this: that the more we pay attention in our brains, there is something called the concept neurons. Okay, we have the English language neurons. So these neurons will be extremely active. So whatever information that we have access to, the neurons, the populations and assemblies, okay, of neurons will help us encode that information. Every new knowledge, every new English expression, every new grammar, it will be encoded by the concept, okay, neurons. Then finally, the books that you are going to really read, apart from maybe English language textbook, you can read story books. Okay, you can read helpful books. Okay, you can read biographies written specifically, okay, by British and English authors and authorities. So if you practice these three ideas, I strongly believe that your competence in English language, your fluency in English language will be so fast that it will judge your own imagination. So these are ideas that I said I should share with my global audience. Thank you so much for your time. And please, I have this analysis, okay, expressed in the whiteboard so that I want my viewer to really understand this. So please just come with me while I quickly explain it. So you can see, okay, a new reading technique for English fluency. Okay, the first one has to do with, okay, a passion for reading. The fact formula, I've explained all this. Okay, it will give you access to new words, new vocabularies. Then avoid the dad. Okay, this is destructive agents and devices. Anything that's going to actually that will deprive you of total absorption, that will hinder you from entering that flow state. Please make sure that that thing, okay, is removed from your study or learning space. Then finally, be a purpose-driven reader. When you are a purpose-driven reader, you have to be choosy and selective, okay, with regard to the kind of books that you read. Make sure that you read English language textbooks, read storybooks, helpful books, etc. These are ideas that will tremendously catapult your competence in English language. Thank you so much. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm committed to helping, okay, you and others improve your competencies in English language. Thank you, and I shall see you in the next video.